recent news from around the league.
All right. After meeting with NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell earlier this week, it was announced on Friday that Saints running back Alvin Kamara has been suspended for 3 games for violating the league's personal conduct policy per Adam Schefter. Juice, you want to give me your thoughts on this? Does it have any fantasy impact? How do you feel about the suspension?
I mean, we knew this was coming, somewhere in between 2 and 4 games. Kamara's going to be out. It's going to give Kendra Miller and Jamal Williams opportunity to start the year. So maybe that'll bump them up a little bit in your rankings just because we got it in writing now. But that's about it. I suspect Kamara to be fine when he comes back, maybe mid.
I think it was already projected he was going to sit out 4 games. So sitting out 3 only now, I feel like he'll rise a little bit, maybe around. He might just kind of stay around where he's at, but I think he'll rise a little. I do like the fact that he just drafted Kendra Miller, absolute stud, legend out of TCU. He's a big workhorse size back. He's about 220, 5'10".
Go Frogs.
Go Frogs, baby.
We're not going Frogs.
Baby.
Yeah. I do like the fact that we give him a chance to see what he's got, We can still see what he had whenever Kamara would be on the field, but as far as, with Kamara out, he'll be able to get a lot of opportunities and see him work, I feel like Jamal Williams, while he's a good back, I feel like Kendra Miller definitely has him in the talent department. So if he can earn some opportunities through camp and through practice, I think he could really be a big force for us for the first 3 games, and then maybe if he plays well enough on throughout the season for sure.
Yeah, I think that Alvin, we kind of see old Alvin a little bit. I was reading some reports that they were using him a lot more in the passing game, and I know Derek Carr, he spends a lot of time like talking to some of the vets like Peyton Manning and Drew Brees, and I know that one of the conversations that they had, he was like harping on the fact that a lot of their success had to do with like checking down to Alvin, and I think that Derek wants to kind of bring that back. We didn't really see it last year with Andy Dalton, but I think that per what I've read and what I've seen, it seems like they want to get that a lot of that going again. And I think that led to a lot of the Saints' success. So we'll probably see it again this year. Just the extra targets that he's going to see every week is going to boost him up in fantasy. So I think if you're getting him in the 8th or the 7th round right now, it's definitely a steal. That's just me.
Yeah, I feel like as we get closer to the season, there's absolutely no way that I'm letting this guy fall to the 7th round. To me, I'm taking a risk on him in the 4th round. We've all seen his upside. I think hearing that it's a 3-game suspension makes me more excited to draft him. I was thinking more like 6 to 8 games. Only having a 3-game suspension, give me every share of Alvin Kamara we can get, especially at a 7th round value if that's really where he's going in ADP. Love him there.
See, I'm on the opposite side of that, man. I just think I think he's priced good where he's at. I mean, you're missing 3 games of production that you could get from someone else. It's not guaranteed that when he comes back, he's going to be an absolute stud. While he has been in the past, if you look at the past 3 to 4 years, his fantasy production and efficiency has dropped every single year. When he's seen targets, when he's not seen targets, he's dropped in efficiency and production every year. That's just because he's an aging back. What is he now, like 28, 29?
Yeah, getting up there in age. I think.
Yeah,
I think that for me, if I'm looking at my fantasy roster construction and I see Alvin Kamara as my RB2, I think I'm fine with that. I think I could live with that. If he's my flex, I think I'm ecstatic, right? But I think if I open up my lineup and I see him as my RB2, I think I can live with that. I'm not saying I love it, but I'm saying I think I can live with that if that's the route you want it to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.